Okay, so today we're going to be installing parking sensors in the car or in the Jazz. This will fit any car essentially that doesn't have parking sensors or that didn't come with parking sensors. Now, this kit is super cheap. You can get these for like 10-15 bucks. And essentially what you have is you've got this little control module over here. You've got power that goes into the red one. The second one, you can actually connect a little monitor screen if you want, which is this here. And this kind of shows you, basically how far you are to what the sensor is picking up, and you can run this to the front of the car if you want to. I'm not going to be running that to the front of the car. And then you've just essentially got all the different parking sensors that sort of plug into these ones here. And then you've got, let's get this out of the way. You've got power to tap into your reverse lights, and then you also get a little drill bit to actually cut holes for the sensors. And the sensors, you can buy them color coded depending on what car that you have or where you want to fit them. So the first thing that I want to do, because there's 4 of them, is I'm just going to rule and mark out where I want the parking sensors. You can basically put this anywhere. Essentially what I've done is just taken the midline mark of the car over there, and then I've measured essentially 30 centimeters. That's going to be my first parking sensor. Same thing on this side, 30 centimeters, which gets you to over there. And then I'm going to put the other one a bit higher up here. So again, I've marked it out about 6 centimeters across, 11 down, and then the same thing on this side, so 6 centimeters across and 11 centimeters down from there. So those are my 4 spots that we're gonna basically drill and install the parking sensors into. Before that, however, I want to connect and tap into the power, so we're gonna do that now. Okay, so in the boot of the Jazz, you basically just have to remove this plastic trim here. It's all one piece. You can remove either side wherever you want to connect or tap your reverse light from. There is a panel over here. This is what you essentially use to, if you want to change your bulbs or things like that. I don't know if you can actually see in the light here, but there's 2 wires that we're going to be tapping into. A green and a black one. So the green one is actually the power. That's what we want for our connection to our red wire, and then the black one is the ground. So we're going to start off by removing this panel. This panel just clicks in. You'll see if I come around here, there you go. This is all just push clips up the top there. So you essentially just clip out this whole piece here, will come out as one, and that will give you access to essentially not only get access to that wire, but to get your unit inside there, but then also just give you a bit more space to actually run all the wires up and into this unit that we're going to basically keep behind here. Okay, so with this panel now loose and your light disconnected, you're going to have a lot more space to see down here. And if you look through there, you'll see a little hole with light. That's essentially where we're going to be running the wires through. If you have a look, there we go. So that's where you'll be running the wires through from the bumper once you drill them in, through into the body of the car, so that you can have it, essentially the box put here. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to run the wires through, drill the bumpers, run the wires through, and then have everything hooked up to here. Okay, now we've got all our holes drilled. We're going to run the wiring through there. Yes. Okay, so now that we've got all the sensors in, if you come down here, we've got everything plugged into the box. We've got our wires connected there for power, and I've gone ahead and just plugged in the light again. And all that we're going to do now is basically put all the clips back together. But let's see if this actually works. So let's start up and put it in reverse.